Also forgot to mention that the Rutgers head coach, as we're in the second quarter here, 7-0, 3rd and 11. We'll see what Rutgers does here on this 3rd and 11 before I talk about the Rutgers head coach here. Second, he's going, he didn't get no yards. Looks like they were just setting up to go for it on this 4th down. But the Rutgers head coach also used to be the offensive coordinator for the Buckeyes, for my team. I also forgot to bring that up, but he went on to become a coach. So, I do wish him success, but you ain't going to find that success at Rutgers. You're just not. I mean, you can find success, I guess, in the term of, hey, we get to go to a bowl year every single season. I guess if you want to call that success. But I do wish him success, but on this 4th and 6, I don't wish them any success whatsoever. I hope that they get a turnover on downs. And it was a slant route where they throw the flag. Oh! Here comes the flag for pass interference. Oh, man, I thought we stopped them right there on that 4th and 6. But the refs do bail out the Rutgers team from getting a turnover on downs from that 4th and 6. And was it a good call? It was definitely the good call because number 7, dude, he just kind of brought down the wide receiver. He just brought them down. He just brought them down. He was all over them. So, I ain't mad at that call. Yeah, he was just all over him, so I don't even know, what 7 was doing. He just basically pulled him down before the ball even got to him. There's that, nope, not today. Listen, it's all fun and games, but we can't be making those type of mistakes, next week. We got to tighten up, okay? We got to play better football. Okay, come on, all right? I can't give you a pass forever there, number 7, okay? But that was pretty funny. The way he dragged him down. So, yeah. That was funny. I don't really know what the... Come on, tackle him! What are we doing, guys? I mean, the Rutgers running back, he's just standing up, looking around, looking to see which way he's going to go. Then he sees a hole, and he goes in there, and our guys are just then waiting for him dude, we're waiting for you to decide which way you're going to go, and then we're going to make the tackle. No, we need to make the tackle right away, okay? But there's not going to be no upsets today. Okay, that I can promise you. So, all you Rucker fans, just calm down, all right? Calm down. Your team's not going to make no touchdown on this possession. You'll be lucky. Rutgers should just be happy with their field goal try that they're going to get to make. Okay, making it 7-3. All right? There's the quarterback looking past. Oh! Fumble! Get the ball! Get the ball! Is that a fumble? Okay, no, they blew it dead. I don't know. That kind of looked like a fumble to me, ref. Yeah, let me see that replay. Because that kind of looked like a fumble. He has it in his hands. Okay, no. He didn't even secure the football. That's not a fumble. That's an incomplete pass. Because he didn't even have possession of the football. I mean, the football was in the Rutgers' hands. He was jiggling. 6-7. Oh! I still don't know what that means. I have no idea. Oh, there he goes. Oh! Oh! No! 3, get up! 3, get up! Get up! Get up! Whoa! What a massive hit! I gotta hand it. I gotta give credit where credit's due. That was a massive hit by the Rutgers I don't know if it was running back, the wide receiver. I don't know, but he completely ran over our guy. Listen, I call it like I see him. And that was a huge hit by the Rutgers player. I mean, he just totally knocked down our guy. And now our guy is hurt, which is bad for our team because we need all the top dogs ready for next week. And this is the last thing that we want for these games, for this game, is for our players to get hurt. But that Rutgers player, dude, he just came in with his shoulder up. Boom! Get off me! Boom! Get off me! And our defensive player was like, oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt, coach. I'm hurt. Oh, come get me, coach. But all playing aside, man, I really hope he's all right, though, man, really. We can't afford to be losing people on this game right here, Rutgers. What are you trying to do? You know what game we have. Why are you trying to hurt our players, all right? We didn't do anything to you. Rutgers just want to make their presence feel. But that was a good hit by that Rutgers player. I have to give him credit, man. That was a big, huge hit. He just ran right through him. But hopefully number 3 will be all right and we'll be able to continue in the game. I don't want him hurt too bad, you know. I mean, it's good that Jeremiah Smith and Tate are not playing in this game personally, in my opinion, because they need that rest for that game next week. But we cannot have our guys get injured in this game. So, Rutgers, you need to bring it down, all right? Bring it down. Stop trying to hurt our guys, okay? We need them for next week, all right? You already lost this game. There's no need to get all physical and all violent. Okay? Save that testosterone level for your game next week. Alright? Now, this ain't the week for that. Alright, Rutgers? Just slow down. All right, take a deep breath. Count to 155. Okay? Starting from 0. Then you'll feel better. All right, that's what they do in therapy. But they are taking out number 3. He's going back in the back to get checked out on their 3rd and 6. Will they get it? No, they won't get it because they're Rutgers, obviously. So Rutgers, yeah, go ahead, take your little 3-pointing, get out of here, okay? And that looks like exactly what they're doing, okay? So it don't look like we're gonna get a shutout today, or maybe. Well, nope, never mind. I thought for a second there, maybe they're actually going to try to go for this, which would be dumb. But, I mean, maybe they should go for it. Because, listen, if Rutgers, being Rutgers, if you want to try to pull off any upset, surely you would just go ahead and go for it, right? You know field goals ain't going to help you in this game. And it's up! And it's good, barely. Barely made that kick, but now it's 7-3. Big whoop-de-doo. Nobody cares, okay? Rutgers, you just got really, really lucky, and they're really, really happy that they got that field goal, huh? Yeah, they know what it is. They know. Right? They know what time it is. They know what time it is. They know what time it is. Yo, they know what time it is. They know what time it is. I don't know what to say, so I just keep on saying they know what time it is. Cause I talked about everything that needs to be talked about in the college football world. Because we are number 1 and all the other teams is, I don't even know what rank that team is. And, I don't know what that team up north ranking is. I low-key am kind of hoping that they move up the rankings, though, because, listen, that'll be another big, huge win underneath our belt. right, of getting another top ranked team, which we don't need it because we're already in the playoffs. So I guess we don't need it. Now it's just all about positioning, If we go undefeated, obviously we're going to be number one. But if we somehow, some way lose a game, then we're going to be not number one. So I'm interested to see, will we be, well, we're already, but, I mean, if we lose, oh, man, that Papa John's pizza looks really good. I'm sorry. I haven't ate today, so you know what? Papa John's pizza sounds really good right now. And if you guys don't know this, Papa John's pizza is actually my favorite type of pizza. I love Papa John's pizza. I think they make the best pizza in the world. And I could be biased since I ate it a lot as a kid, Probably the way I am now, I'm not fat. I'm just big boned, okay? Well, I'm not that fat, I mean, I could, could I stand and lose a couple pounds? Yeah, sure. But am I like, no. Am I like chubby? Yeah, I'm chubby. That's what I call it, chubby, okay? I'm not like massive chubby or anything. But I could lose a little couple pounds, but it's not like, here. I'm talking about me being chubby. Let me show you what I mean by being chubby, okay? Unconventional. Here, this is what I mean. She had... Alright. That's what I mean by being chubby. Listen, you probably could use them. Well, probably can go ahead and stay in the new pound, but that's alright because that's what I'm on a diet for right now. I'm actually cutting. And cutting is a form of a diet where I only eat one meal, or I try to only eat one meal per day. It's an extreme dieting thing, right? Where you only, well, here, let me check the flag here. Because there's okay, kick off out of bounds, whatever, nobody cares. But anyway, cutting is basically I only eat one meal a day, and I eat that meal before 7 p.m. Then anything after 7 p.m. is just only thing I can have is fruit and vegetables. And even that one meal, I know it's not technically good to only eat one meal, but that's why it's called the cutting diet. Because you're cutting out breakfast, or you're cutting out dinner, or you're cutting out lunch. Right? You're cutting out one of those. Out of those three, you're cutting out two. That's why it's called the cutting diet. Because you're only eating one meal. Whether that be breakfast, lunch. But once you eat that meal, that's all you can have for that entire day. And you have to eat it before 7 p.m. If you miss it before 7 p.m., then you don't get to eat anything other than fruits and vegetables. So after 7 p.m., you can have fruits and vegetables, all the fruit and vegetables you want, but you only get one meal a day. And yeah, it's an extreme diet. That's why it's called the cutting diet. But it does work because I have done it before and I have results. So right now that's the diet that I'm on. But again, Thanksgiving obviously is the day you get to stuff your face with all goodness. So that's probably where my cheat day is going to be. I have cheat days. Listen, if you're going to do a dieting, make sure you have a cheat day. So, you can be healthy, but you got to have a cheat day. You got to have a day where you can just eat whatever you want, especially if you're on a cutting diet. A cutting diet is kind of like recommended because you will get hungry on a cutting diet. Listen, I like fruits, I like vegetables, but they're not really that filling. They're really not. I mean, I just still get hungry and stuff and still want to eat. And just a dime. Oh my gosh, who's that? Tight end's getting a little bit slow. It looks like he's wobbling forward. Okay, so it's 4th and 13. We didn't get a first down. Our tight end got a little bit of slow right there. Looks like our guys, honestly, the way that we're playing right now, I kind of feel like we're looking ahead a little tiny bit because we know that game is just around the corner. And I'm even talking about it because I'm looking ahead. So I feel like surely the team is also looking ahead. And that's why it's like the way the score is right now, because we are looking ahead, and that's bad. But even if we're looking ahead, the game's just going to be closer. We're still going to win, but the game will be closer than normal because we will be caught looking ahead. And the way that we're playing right now, it looks like our players are... No, I mean, come on. It's inevitable. It's the best rivalry in college football. How can I not talk about it? Rutgers is boring to talk about. Why would I want to talk about Rutgers? What am I supposed to say? Other than, I'm happy that, their head coach used to be our offensive coordinator. And I do wish him the best. I have nothing negative against Rutgers. Right? Only because, first off, listen, there's like a team that's just there to play football, okay? I have nothing against that. They're not going to go anywhere, but, and their head coach used to coach for us, so I wish them nothing but the best. I hope they make it to a bowl game every single season, and to my knowledge, the last 5 years, they've made it to a bowl game every season, and just in case anybody don't know, you need to win 6 games in order to make it to a bowl game. And they already won 5. So, I hope they win their game next week and they go to a bowl game. But let's just face it, it's probably the best game in college football next week. It's the best rivalry, okay? And I hate that team up north, and I don't even like speaking that team up north's name whatsoever. I don't like saying their name at all. And all this week, this coming up week, all you'll find across Ohio State campuses is every single X marked out. You'll see this, and you'll see this at the Ohio State campus around Columbus. Every single X sign, every single sign that has an M in it will get an X. Because they don't like to use the M word, okay? Any M word, okay, for that matter. Especially that one. I don't like using it either. But I'm just really excited. I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm right there with the players mentally, okay? I'm ready. I'm so excited and so ready. Will we finally get over that hump? Will Ryan Day finally conquer his kryptonite? I really, really hope so, and I really, really believe so. And listen, that team, they already have like 2 losses, I think. So one more loss and they're done. And all we have to do to make the Big Ten championship game is win out, and we are in. If we lose, then we're not going to make the Big Ten championship game. So huge stakes. And if that team up north loses, which I believe they will, they're going to be out in the playoffs. But again, that team up north, man, I mean, listen, that's when you just, man, I could go on and on and on and on and on. But I'm trying to stay focused on this game at the hand at tax and rooting for our team to beat this team right now, because right now our team is looking ahead and Rutgers is going to take advantage of that, right? They're going to take that opportunity to score points, right? And Rutgers is probably hoping that we're thinking about that game and not thinking about them. And the way that we're playing right now, I would say that is the case, even though we got obviously a touchdown lead. Well, only a 4-point lead, minus the 3 points. But it's 2nd and 2. They're running back, didn't get 2 yards. He got like 1 yard. So now it's 3rd and 1. How aggressive is Rutgers going to be? We have the fewest points per game allowed since 1990. And we only have that 7.5 few points allowed since 1990 through 10 games. So our defense is probably the best defense out there, if not one of the best. Stat-wise, again, I just don't know where we compare. But 3rd and 1 right here. The defense will be able to get a huge stop. Come on, D. Get him. Don't catch it. Yeah! Incomplete. No flags, right? No flags. 4th down. That was a good stop right there. See what Rutgers does. Are they going to get testy again? Or are they just going to... I think the wide receiver... Oh, okay, never mind. I guess they could have called a flag right there. Number 2 downs. He did grab the Rutgers wide receiver's arm and kind of like pull it back. I mean, they could have called a flag right there if they really wanted to, but they didn't. So, I guess we got away with one, kind of. No, we did not, kind of. I don't know why I said kind of. Because kind of could mean either we did or either we didn't. Oh, at first I thought maybe they was going to try to fake the punt. That was a long run. Oh, they got the bounce that they wanted. So now we're backed up all the way at our 1 yard line, which that's okay. It was a good punt by the Rutgers punter right there for him to pin us back, but that's okay. That's no big deal. We do get the ball to start the next half as well, so you know what? Good kick by the kicker. You know what? I think Rutgers punter is probably the best player on their team. Well, slap my knee and call me Heiny Ho. Don't forget to bring it down. Like to bring it down. Oh, wow. We're all the way backed up at the 1 yard line right here. Let's see what we do. Hopefully we get out of here with no harm, no foul. You know, really don't want to put... Man, what the heck is going on, Rutgers? Man, why are you acting all big and bad all of a sudden? Oh, man, I hate that. I hate when teams act all big and bad on the football field when they know they're really not that good of a team. Just like that UCLA player who grabbed one of our guys' face mask and threw him down to the ground. Ooh, that made me so mad, man. I was getting ready to bang my TV with my fist over and over again, man. If I was on that field, I'd probably get ejected for running down onto the field and tackling that player. But nonetheless, whatever. He was just frustrated because he was losing to the best team in all of college football. I mean, I get it, but Gerald, you got to control your emotions because you don't bring that stuff over here to Ohio State. Because if you do, we will shut that down. That is what we do. So don't bring that noise if you can't bring the noise. Wait, what? Don't bring the noise unless you can't. Wait, what? Who am I again? Who am I rooting for? 3rd and 6. It'll be a big, huge stop for Rutgers here if they're able to make us punt from our 2 yard line thing. 3rd and 6. Here we go. Come on, Sand. You got this. Catch it. Easy first down. Easy first down from the tight end. That's what I like to see. It was just a simple go and stop round right in the middle of the field. Tight end. He runs up, stops, turns back right there, right in the middle of the field. Easy. That was a good play call right there. You know, Rutgers didn't see it coming. So that was a nice, easy pitch and catch right there for the first down. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! Oh, Sane, he go looking. Come on, Sane, you got to get rid of it. Who was he throwing to? There was nobody open. I feel like Sane is a pocket passer. He's a pocket passer, 100%. He had a whole lane where he was able to take off and run and pick up the first down with his legs, but he just doesn't do that. He's always looking downfield. When he has opportunities to just take off with the football. I mean, all the Rutgers players weren't even paying attention to him. He could have easily picked up the first down with his legs. I wish he would do that more. I mean, he's a good quarterback. Right? Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, sometimes I wish he would, just take off with the football, you know? And a screen pass here. Beautiful screen pass to Jackson. Let's go, Jackson. Eat up those yards. Easy first down. But, yeah, once you know, when you're looking downfield and all the players are covered, you know, you see a lane open, take off and get those yards. But he didn't do that. He doesn't do that. He's always looking downfield. which is fine because, once our guys is open, 9 times out of 10, we're going to go ahead and catch it. But looks like there's a media timeout on the field. I thought maybe we called a timeout just so Ryan Day be able to get these guys together and too focused and be like, look, okay, well, actually, there is no timeouts. Actually, a Rutgers player is down, so hopefully he's all right. 3 was all right, too, by the way. He's got up. He's actually back in the game, too. So he just got, like, that hard hit on him. But now a Rutgers player is down, so hopefully he'll be all right. I don't want nobody to get hurt this game. All right, Rutgers, they got to make a bowl game. And us, we got the biggest rivalry game next week that we all need to be healthy for and well prepared for. And I think it's even at that team up north. I don't think it's at home. I'm pretty sure. If I had my phone, I'd double check. But I'm pretty sure it's up there. So, which is going to make it that much sweeter when we beat them. Because, listen, they're just not. They're just not a good team. That team up north, they're just not. But I am excited for this week. And we talk about deals, Black Friday, right? Black Friday's coming up. Everybody getting their shopping done. Now, Black Fridays aren't like what they used to be because nowadays everybody just shops online during Black Friday, right? So, I want that chaos though, man, honestly. I want to go somewhere where they have, where it's just complete chaos, where everybody's bumping into each other, pushing each other, hitting each other, where you can barely squeeze in through the door because there's so many people there. But nowadays you go out on Black Friday and it's kind of dead because again, everybody does their shopping online nowadays on Amazon. Busy week for Amazon, but yeah, just sometimes, man, I wish I could just go back to those days where everybody was fighting over the same TV, same game console. Everybody wanted to buy that Pokemon card. Everybody wanted to buy that new game. Everybody wanted to buy that new DVD. Everybody wanted to buy that new chainsaw. Everybody wanted to buy that new Christmas stuff. But don't get that anymore. Because now, like I've been saying, the majority of shopping is actually online. But it looks like number 6, I think. Yeah, it looks like he's all right. Yeah, go walk it off, buddy boy. Go walk it off, all right? Go to the sideline. Go to the sideline and get a lollipop. And yeah, 3, he went back toward the back, but he's all right now. He's not on the field currently because obviously our offense is, and he plays defense, but no. 1st and 10. Our guys are lining up there. Saying he's looking. Yeah, the good slant pass right there. Go, 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 go. Woo! Beautiful run right there by the tight end. Let's go. Beautiful play, beautiful run. It was a simple slant route. He lined up on this side, went out this way, cut that way, all the way through. Easy catch and score for all those pounds right there. Even Sane's like, run, 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 Forrest, run. Looks like Sane was hoping he'd get down there too. I was too, man. He almost broke that loose. Rutgers got lucky there on that one. See, a handoff straight up the middle to Jackson. They stuffed that one. There was nowhere for Jackson to run on that one. It looks like Bo Jackson's going to be the guy. Or no, that was West. My bad. That wasn't Jackson. That was West 32. Now who's in? I forgot. Yeah, I got to remember, guys. Well, I do remember that we rotate in and out our running backs. And that's what we've been doing the entire season, right? We've just been basically just rotating in and rotating out our running backs. So, I should be used to that by now. I just assumed it was Bo Jackson. There you go, Saying. See, I mean, there's a lot of space in front of Saying whenever he goes back to pass. There's a lot of room for him to take off and run, but he just don't do it. His eyes are always down the field. He's a pocket passer. And again, I think Ohio State quarterbacks need to be balanced. I like balanced quarterbacks because then that as that dual threat that defenses have to worry about. Are you going to throw the ball? Are you going to run the ball? You know? So that's one thing I kind of don't like about Sam. But other than that, I mean, he's a good pocket passer. But 3rd and 7 here. Let's see if we can get this first down. If not, we should just go ahead and take the points. Oh! Excellent catch. Excellent sack by the tight end. That's what I like to see, man. Tight end been putting in work this game right here. And this 4th down, I think we should go for it here. I don't think we should punt the ball. I don't even think we should kick a field goal. I think we should just go for it. Even if we don't somehow get it, then, Rutgers isn't going to be able to do anything. So let's go for it. On this 4th and 2, will Ryan Day agree with me, or will he just send out the field goal unit? No, it looks like Ryan Day agrees with me. But number 3 is in. Okay. He's in that quarterback. Not. Okay, Ryan Day took a timeout. It looks like he wanted to look at that play. Number 3, our backup quarterback was actually in. I don't know if that was like a run straight up the middle or something. Maybe number 3 is like our running quarterback right there. But Ryan Day, he wants to go over it. That's a good timeout. Yeah, it's 4th and 2. We need to make sure we're all on the same page. Give our guys a little bit of rest because our offensive line is going to have to obviously push the line for our running back. Now, there's a lot of different options you could do here on 4th and 2. You could do a pass play. You could even do a play up the middle. Or a trick play. It looks like maybe we're coming back out with the same format that we had before we took that time out. And yeah, Sane is on the sideline. So number 3 is in. I do not know his name. Maybe if I can see the back of his jersey number. Who's that? Yeah, I don't know his name. I can't even pronounce his name. It starts with a K and ends with a Z. Unique name, last name starting with a Z, but I'm assuming it's going to be a run straight up here in the middle for this 4th and 2. It should be an easy first down situation right here. But no, we backed out of that run play, so it looks like maybe it could be a pass. A little bit of trickery going on by our offense. I love it. Number 3, he hacks the ball. He's running over there. Catch it. Catch it for the first. Oh, no. Man, we didn't get it. We didn't. Oh, there is a flag now, though. We got to check the flag. Hopefully it's against Rutgers. I don't know. Let's hear it from the ref.
It's number 94. 15-yard penalty. First down. Oh, my goodness.
Personal foul on Rutgers. I do not know what for. All for roughing the passer. I guess. That's what they're showing. So that's what I'm assuming. The personal foul is on. No, I think it's on number 5. I'm not really sure who got the personal foul there. Or why, to be quite honest. But, hey, whatever. It worked out for us. We'll go ahead and take that. That gives us the first down, which means it's going to be a touchdown right there. But I don't know what exactly they call that on, but we don't really need the refs' help whatsoever because we're just going to win anyway. We don't really need the refs' help, okay? Refs, you don't have to help us, okay? Help Rutgers, all right? They need it, obviously, more than we do. But I just don't know. Zero idea what that flag was for. But it's 2nd and 5. It looks like we're about to go down here and score again. Let's go. Saying, look back. He's looking. Throws the ball. Catch it. Yeah! Caught! Touchdown! Let's go! Woo! Beautiful catch by Innings. Again, Jeremiah Smith and Tate, they're not playing this game, so somebody on the wide receiver side, they got to step up and be that guy. And it's always been the next guy mentality, the next man up mentality. And innings, he's already been catching dimes and nipples this entire game. So now they're looking at, I guess, to see if he was in it. He looked into me. Yeah, okay, so they're calling it in. But, yeah, just a beautiful catch by innings. That's right. Somebody's got to step up, while our guys are on the sideline resting up and everything like that, Somebody got to step up and make that play, man. And I'm glad. I'm glad that it's innings that's stepping up, man. And also, you still got the tight end that we can throw it to also. And just the other guys as well. So, yeah, 14-3. No surprise there whatsoever. Let's go. Now I think we're getting back on focus now. It looked like Ryan Day during that timeout. He's like, look, guys, I know what's ahead, all right? But we got to focus on this game, right? So, yeah, that's what we're doing now. And now this game is basically over for Rutgers. Well, it's been over since the first quarter, let's just be honest. But you know what? Yeah, I'm excited, man. I cannot wait. Oh, man, what an exciting week coming up this week. Listen, I'm a Thanksgiving fan. I like Thanksgiving. I like to eat. So, give me all the pie and all the food in the world. But, it looks like I might be spending Thanksgiving alone this year. The story of my life. Uh-oh. Yeah, who's that on the sideline? Oh, no, that's Jeremiah Smith and Tate that they're showing right now. They're not even in uniform. Well, obviously, why would they? They're not playing. But I think Ryan Day is just really doing that to get them prepared for next week. I'm not worried about them being injured. I don't really think they're injured. They're just resting on the sideline. There's no need for them to play in this game. Really, honestly, we could have the backup quarterback in and all the second strength team in, and we still would beat Rutgers. Just give all of our guys the week off right here. Just bring in the backups and let them get some playing time in. Jackson Jr., big fella, man. We got some big guys on our defensive line. No wonder our defense is so good. We got talent all everywhere. Oh, there's a big hole for Rutgers right there. Straight up the middle. That might take us to the 2-minute warning for the second quarter right here. I think it will. There's like 30 seconds left on the game clock. Yeah, that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's 1st and 10 when we get back, straight back from the warning. So I guess we'll see what Rutgers does here and everything else. I constantly talk, but sometimes I just don't know what to talk about or what to say, and then I just be honest. Could I just sit here and be quiet until we're back on the game? Then it'd be like that long pause, and I'd just be sitting here like. All right, I was going to continue that until the game actually came back on, but that was just an example. I don't want to carry that on for too long, because I love to talk, and I love to hear myself talk, and whenever I'm talking, I like to hear myself think. And what do you mean you like to hear myself think? Well, please, let me explain. Okay, you guys ever talk inside your brain and you can hear your own thoughts, your inner thoughts? If you're just Watching this right now, like if you just close your eyes and just say something inside your brain, you'll be able to hear it. Watch. Dude, it works! It works! It's totally science. That's science right there in a nutshell, baby. Listen, it works. Just say one word over in your head over and over again, and you'll hear it. You'll hear it from the inside. Your brain. The brain is such a wonderful brain. You know, it's just wonderful. It does so many things for us. Helps us think. Helps us concentrate. It helps us put 2 and 2 that equals 5. It helps us function. Helps us breathe. It controls the entire body, your entire organs. You know, the heart, the lungs, the bladder, the liver. Without the brain, those things cannot work. I don't know anybody who does not. I don't know of one single person on this planet that does not have a brain that's living. And when I say not have I know there's people that have a half a brain. But I'm talking about like people without a brain at all. Like that person does not exist. That person that has not have a brain at all. And I mean, if they don't have a brain at all, can they even be alive? Or would they be like a vegetable? You know, where they wouldn't be able to do anything, like function in the real world. Now, I know there's like people with damaged brains and like half brains. But I don't know of a single person that does not have a brain at all. I think you can't even survive without a brain at all. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe there is a case out there like that. But to my knowledge, there's nobody who's out there that that does not have a brain whatsoever and are still living and are able to function and talk and all that. And if there is somebody, I'm assuming that I don't even know how that would work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say, yeah, that does not exist, because that doesn't make sense to me that it would exist. Because how would body parts function without a brain? I mean, your organs, your lungs, and all that. That doesn't. INT! INT! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, there is a flag down, though. It might be coming back. It might be pass interference. We'll have to check the flag. But nonetheless, number 1 with the beautiful INT. Oh, well, we should have heard from the ref.
Automatic first down. Again.
There's a personal foul. So wait, is it coming back? What's the flag for? I don't know what the flag is for, guys. I'm trying to figure out right here. Okay. Okay, there's the flag. That's the personal foul. 96, the big fella, man. He's sitting there blocking. He has his hand all up in the Rutgers face mask. Come on, man. You know you're supposed to block by hitting the shoulder pads, right? You get up in the shoulder pads and you hold them back with your bare hands. You never grab the face mask, because 9 times out of 10, the refs will call it. And that erased the awesome INT by number 1, 97, man. You got to do better. You know, to get up in those pads. Get in your stance, right? As soon as they say, hut, you go up and you get your hands right up on that pad and you push them back with all the strength you have, man. And he's a big guy, so I know he's been lifting those heavy weights, okay? So he can definitely move a puny Rutgers player. So that was a bad play by our defensive lineman right there. He should have known better to not touch the face mask. Don't do it, bro. You're not going to get away with it. Not with these refs. 9 times out of 10, they're going to call you. Now, and once in a blue moon, a beautiful sack. Beautiful sack. Let's go on that 3rd and 2, which now becomes a 4th and 10. If I'm Ryan Day, I'm calling a timeout right here. There's 8 seconds left on the clock. Ryan Day needs to take a timeout on this 4th down and they're going to have to punt anyway. But look at all this time. that he is wasting Ryan Day. What are you doing? I guess he wants to see what Rutgers is going to do. But no, it's 4th and 9. You know they're not going to make it. They're acting like they're going for it. Oh, wait, the Rutgers go for it. Somebody called a timeout on the field. Okay, so now Ryan Day calls a timeout. That was really bad game management, Ryan Day. What are you doing? You call the timeout before, the 25 seconds run off the clock. He could have called a timeout, and there would have been a minute left to where Rutgers would have to decide on what they're going to do. But instead, he, decides to call a timeout now when he should have called a timeout before, because that would have preserved more time on the clock for our offense, and we could have treated that 55 seconds that we probably would have had after the punt. We could have treated that like a 2-minute warning right there. I don't know what Ryan Day is thinking, or I don't know what he was doing in that situation. He probably was arguing, discussing that over with the offensive coordinator and be like, well, should we take with the defensive coordinator, probably well, should we take a timeout or should we not take a timeout? And by the time they decided to take a timeout, they looked up and all that 25 seconds ran off the clock. That was bad game management by Ryan Day. We have to do better than that, Ryan Day. Come on. You should have called the timeout earlier. Now there's only going to be just about 28 seconds left. Not a lot. I mean, I guess you can run play, right? And see how it goes. You can throw a fast pass right down to the middle of the field because every first down stops the clock. But with only 28 seconds left, Ryan Day might just take a knee here. And instead of just trying to play aggressive, because we do get the ball to start the next half. But it's just bad game management right there on Ryan Day's part, man. You got to take that time out earlier. You got to preserve that clock. So our offense, be able to get some more points before the half ends. Come on, Ryan Day. You're better than that, man. Come on. See what happens here. Yeah, it's just a handoff play. I think Ryan Day is just going to take it into the locker room. Yeah, Sain's walking off the field. That's going to be the end of the first half. 14-3. Yeah, listen, we're just trying to get this game over with, and we're just trying to go on to the next game right here. I say we're looking ahead just from this first half, because if we weren't looking ahead, the score would be a whole lot more than what it is right now. But since we're looking ahead, it's 14-3 only. But hey, we're still gonna win. Good first half for the most part. A couple of nitpicks here and there. Like our off defensive lineman getting that face mask right there. And also Ryan Day not calling that timeout to preserve that time. But it looked like he just wants to go ahead into the halftime at 14-3, which, whatever. But still could have got more points with the timeout. But anyway, that's the end of the half, 14-3. We're headed into the third quarter.